Hey guys, okay, we're on lesson 18, and today our aim is how do we use basic facts to estimate. That's our key word here, okay? Estimate quotients with two-digit divisors. So first for a warm-up, we're gonna count by multiples of 10. So if I was using, like we did the other day, the 3 times table, multiples of 10, it would be 30, 90, 120, 150, 180, right? Because they're in the 3 times table, but they're multiples of 10. So now we're going to go backward, and we're going to divide by multiples of 10, 100, and 1,000. So if we have 25,000, and we divide it by 10, our answer would be 2,500, right? If we have the same number, 25,000, and we divide it by 100, our answer is going to be 250. If we have the same number and we divide it by 1,000, we're going to end up with 25. So that's how we divide by multiples of 10. We're taking the same number. I want you to understand that. The same number divided by 10, divided by 100, divided by 1,000. Okay? So that's what you're doing. In your notebook, I want you to do these two numbers, 350,000 divided by 10, divided by 100, divided by 1,000. Then I want you to do 4 million divided by 10, 100, and 1,000. Okay, so pause, take a minute to do that, and come back. Now we are on this problem. 812 divided by 39. 39 is the divisor. Remember when we talked about that? If we set the problem up, 812 is the dividend, 39 is the divisor, the quotient is the answer, which we don't know right now. So this makes sense, right? You round 39 and you would get 40. So if I rounded 800, where would I go? I would round that, 812. I would round that, obviously I just gave you the answer, to 800, and then I would divide it by 40, right? Because we rounded the divisor to 40. Okay, so here is the problem basically laid out for you the way that Engage New York wants us to do it. So we look at the divisor, we round it. Got that? We look at the unit that we're working in, and we're working with the unit 10. So this is going to seem a little weird right now. You're looking at this probably going, why in the world did she round 874 to 800 instead of 900? And that's a really good question. The answer is because 800 is much easier to divide by 40 than 900. Because these are multiples of 4, right? 4, 40, if we do this by 10, 4, 40. You'll get all the way to 800 if you did it by hundreds. 4, 40, 400. If you did the 4 times table, you get 4, 8, 12. So 8 is in the 4 times table, and now we're using the unit of 10. So the first way we break this down is we divide by the unit. And this should be division. So we're dividing 800 by 10, and we get 80 times 4, because we're also dividing 40 by 10. That should have been up there. So 40 by 10 is 4. 800 divided by 10 is 80. So now 80 divided by 4 is 20. So the answer to $874 divided by 38 DVDs is about $20 per DVD. This is where you would stop, pause the video, write these steps down in your notebook, and if you don't understand this, rewatch the video. Okay? So pause and do what you need to do, and when you're ready, hit play. Now we're working with these numbers. So what everyone is going to do right now is round the divisor. And each problem, that's what you're doing first. Okay? You're rounding the divisor. Take a minute, hit pause, do that, come back, and we're going to work through the problems. Okay, so now we have 895 divided by 23. So we round the 23 to what? 20. That makes sense. And we're going to round 8,095 to 8,000 because that's a convenient number when you're dividing by 20. Now we go into our unit. 8,000 divided by what unit form is here? 10, correct? Divided by 20 divided by 10. So 8,000 divided by 10 is 800. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 800 divided by 2 is 400. So 895 divided by 23 is about 400. Okay, let's do the next one. 48, you should have rounded already. And then we're going to round 2,691. 48, I would round it to 50. And then I would look at this number and say, what's a convenient number here? Can I go up to 3,000? Yeah, I can. That's fine. But what's closer that you can easily divide by 50? 2,500, right? Even though the rule says you bump it up and this should go up, for our purposes and for this type of work, when you're finding an estimate, you should find the closest number you can that's easily that's easily divided by 50. That is easily divided by the divisor. Okay, so now we need to know what unit form this is. The unit form is 10 again, correct? So here we go. 2,500 divided by 10 divided by 50, divided by 10. 2,500 divided by 10 is 250 divided by, what's 50 divided by 10? 5. Wow, this really is hard to do. So what's 250 divided by 5? Well, 25 divided by 5 is 5, and then you have your 0 left over, so your answer is 50. So here, 2,691 divided by 48 is about 50. Next one. Whoop, sorry. The next one is 5,484. Hold on a sec. Sorry, guys. Hold on. 5,484 divided by 71. You're going to round the 71 to what? I would say 70. And you're going to round the 5,484. What's a number that is easily divided by 7? 54? No. 55? No. 56? Yes. So this would become 5600. Okay? What would I round 95 to? Well, can I leave it? Maybe. And then I would round this to 9,500. Right? Do you guys agree with that? You can leave this. That's fine. If you can make this something that's easily divisible by this. Can you round this to 100? Yes. And can you round this to 9,000? Yes. That's another way you could do it. Whatever works for you. Okay? So that's today's lesson. And then you have some practice problems to do on your own. Come to school prepared with questions and comments, and we'll work through it. Okay? Don't forget, questions and comments, and review the video as many times as you need to understand what we're doing. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.